So the Game Freak intro is pretty much the same. Also notice how there's no music here yet. So this was either presented with no volume when they had it at Spaceworld, because I think back in 97 they probably didn't have very good technology for projecting volume on a show floor like that. So there's nothing here. And you'll notice that the music is very familiar once we actually do get in. And then interesting enough, with that little mini animated sequence, oh hello, here we are. It's the Gen 1 title screen music with a non-animated Ho-Oh. So, I can't read Japanese, but I figured my way around most of the stuff. I don't know what this means. I know that this takes me to the debug version of the game, which is what I'm going to be doing. And then one of these is a town map, and the other things I can't remember. But let's just go ahead and jump right in. So this is running on the Super Game Boy architecture. And it's basically a version of the game that hadn't updated to the full color palette that Gen 2 eventually had. So it's still running like it's the first gen game. So it has like pseudo color, like you would see if you put in Pokemon Red and Blue in a Game Boy Color. But you can go to the PC here. And I've figured out that every time you load this up, there are 3 random Pokemon of the 251 available, just sitting here. Play a Squirtle. That is Proto Raikou. That's a living Pokeball. So, I'll pull Proto Raikou out because that could be pretty useful. So option 2 is that, okay. Or maybe I'll just pull them all out, why not? Okay, so the demo as it was intended just had you, I guess it just had you using a random starter. So it looks like I have, nope, that's not it. Yep, so I have Chikorita, which at the time was called Happa. It hadn't adopted the new name yet. So, let's do a little bit of wandering, shall we? This is my mom, I have no idea what she says. I'm sure it's something about wait for the main game. So our hometown is kind of a spooky place, and I'm guessing this is what's left over of the Silent Hills concept. That was supposed to be the starting town in Gold and Silver. The spooky color scheme would give credence to that. But, yeah, we have a couple things to check out here. So, there's an event that triggers as soon as you walk in front of the door that just pushes you away, but because I'm in the debug mode, I can actually just cut right through the collision and just go straight to the door. And when you go in here, you have not Professor Elm, but Professor Oak just standing here, and telling me something. And then there's an event that triggers right here that doesn't let you back. But I can also go into this door. And suddenly we're in another room that has Professor Oak as well, and my rival. And I can't choose any of the Pokemon. God, I wish I had Peter here, because then he could roughly translate what that says. It's just passing through Oak like a specter. Okay, God, where do we start? I'm gonna start by just wandering out, and I actually haven't used this thing yet. And who knows what we're gonna run into, but... It's Rattata! What? It just ran away? Let's try that again. Also notice how every single battle just has the gym leader music from Red, Blue, and Yellow. Is this Thundershock? No, that's Scratch. So yeah, I saw this yesterday morning, and I pretty much immediately began to geek out about it. Spent most of my break time and my lunchtime at work just looking up all the information, and actually spent my lunch getting this ROM to work, which was about 5 minutes of patching and fumbling around, but I did manage to get this thing to work, because it was originally a Super Game Boy file, so I had to just convert it to a Game Boy file. And then now I can just play it on a regular Game Boy, or I can play it on any kind of Game Boy emulator and set it to the Super Game Boy setting, and it'll show up with this color palette, so... This demo has... So it's kind of unassuming, but if you walk right here, you just end up on a new route. Which I'm guessing is... It's not telling me what it is. And these are all trainers, but they won't trigger a battle as soon as you walk in front of them. You have to actually speak to them for a battle to trigger, so... I'll go ahead and do that now. Or that's not one of them. Is it you? Oh no. It's a wild battle. With a Ladybah. Oh no, not quick attack. Also, it looks like they didn't finish the animation for quick attack here. Because when it starts, there's a little bit of graphical fuckery going on. Oh no! Oh, it's still alive. Yay. So, let's see if I can find a potion. This one? Now these are Pokeball. Oh yeah, I can see the Japanese characters at the very end denote Pokeballs. So maybe this? There we go. Okay, that's a regular potion. And I already figured out what the rare candies are, and it's these guys right here. So, maybe I'll just give you an extra level. I also tried the rare candies on every single one of the starters, and none of them seemed to want to evolve. So I'm guessing they hadn't yet programmed the evolution mechanics for the starters. But apparently some of the other beta Pokemon do evolve. Okay, let's fight Bugcatcher guy. They do have the new sprite for the trainer. at this point. What's this? This is Thundershock? Yep. Oh, and you'll notice too that all the Gen 1 sprites for Gen 1 Pokemon are the same as they were in the original games, so they hadn't yet updated most of them. So based on what we see in this demo and just kind of what people piece together as far as the timeline's concerned, they were only about a year into development with this. This demo happened before Pokemon Yellow even got released. Okay. So yeah, you can basically just fight through these trainers, and then you get to a trigger point where the demo just ends. So, this guy's a fire breather, so we can fight him. And he has a very large Magby. Which I should be able to make quick work of. And I think every trainer just had one Pokemon here. So let's run through all the collision here. Blast all the way up this way. Okay, so we have some more wild Pokemon areas. Just see what pops out. More Rattata. I'm running in the water. Okay, so there really isn't a whole lot to see for the initial demo here. Just a bunch of trainers. And you also have to realize too, like, if this was the Spaceworld demo, then people wouldn't have had very much time to play anyway. Oh, a Clefairy. Just a bunch of trainer battles, and that's about it. But we have a lot of really interesting little mechanics here that I haven't shown you yet. What the hell is that? Oh, that must be... Was that Charm? Oh no, it was a Sweet Kiss. So you talk to your, what I'm presuming is your rival, or just a sprite that looks like him. And then it just takes you right back to the title screen, and the demo starts over. So, now that we've gotten just a small little taste of all that stuff, let's go ahead and get to the meat of this. So... I believe, was it this option here? No, I don't know what that means. What? What is, what? Oh, this... So it looks like here I can mess with the palette, or... No, I know what this is. This is a puzzle game that was scrapped from the final game, but you can still access in the final game with some code manipulation, so that's kind of a cool thing to see. I don't think you can actually do anything with this. Also, the controls seem to be backwards. I don't understand why, but... Okay. I'm frozen here, so let me go ahead and reset this. So maybe it's option 1 that gives you... Oh no, what is this? Ooh, what is this? Oh, and the music's so creepy too. This has to be some kind of... Looks like some sort of... Maybe it's a hex editor, or maybe it's editing your team or something? I don't know what this is. I can't read Japanese, so I'm not sure what I'm looking at. So I can get out of here. Okay, looks like I have to reset again. But I have plenty of stuff here that I can mess around with. Because I also have the Game Shark code for encountering any Pokemon I want, so I might play around with that a little bit too. Which one is the town map? Here we go. Check out this town map. This is this version of the region. Before it was Johto. Maybe it was just Japan, because it looks like Japan. It's Japan. It doesn't just look like Japan, it is, unmistakably. And... But go, let me pull my cursor out real quick. So... You start right here in this demo. So you presumably go this way, and then you go up here, and this is where the demo ends. So you can actually break the boundaries and explore pretty much this entire area in all its glitchiness very, very easily. So we're gonna do some of that. And this doesn't seem to work. Oh, it does. Huh. So, hold on. Oh no, that is from Gen 1. Is it? Hold on. I know that's really annoying, but... Okay, so yep, they hadn't yet programmed any of the new music into the game. What else do we have? Yep, that's the bike music. Wow, crazy. And then this doesn't seem to be working. Alright. So unless there's a button combination that I have to... Oh, I figured it out. So if I hold select and then press my back button, then it just takes me back to this screen. So, go to the debug again. Let's find out what we have in the PC this time. Oh, it's the... So that's the final form of the water starter, which looks like it became... Probably became the basis for Samurott in Gen 5. And then, oh, Charmeleon. And then Lickitung. We'll go ahead and get this guy out. And then, what starter did I start with this time? I started with Chikorita, or Happa, as we'll call it. Okay, so... Now let's go ahead and do some boundary breaking here. Let me get you. I want to get you up to snuff here. Since you're already fully evolved and I have access to rare candies, let's go ahead and do the boring thing of grinding you up to a level that can hold its own. God, I wonder if I can... I don't think I have a speed up ability here. Hold on, let me check my emulator. Turbo mode. Yes, I can. Da-da-da-da-da. Was that it for rare candies? Okay. Level 25. Oh yeah, I only had 20 of them. So... what moves do you have? Oh, you have the whole gamut. Okay, so... let me just go ahead and fly through here. And head up. Ooh. Okay, so it takes me down this way, and then I go up from here. That's the boundary of the world, and luckily it's programmed well enough to just bounce you back as soon as there is no boundary whatsoever. So you don't just crash your game. Interesting how they didn't have any sort of real doorway programmed yet. So, don't have to worry about this guy. Oh no. Yes, we do. Shit. Okay, let's try that again. Let's get right back in there. Okay, what's in my PC this time? Venomoth, Farfetch'd, and Mr. Mime. Okay, you guys suck. Let's see what starter I have. It is... ooh, looks like the fire one. Yep. So if you haven't seen this guy yet, I can't remember the name of it, but this was the original fire starter, and it kind of looks like... so, back in the late 90s, there was supposedly a Poke-God, which was a new Pokemon that was going to be a fire evolution for Pikachu, and it was called Pika-Flare. And what I'm guessing is somebody somewhere saw this sprite or this concept art, and the rumor traveled that it was a Pikachu variation, because it kind of has that look, to be honest, with the ears and everything, but it looks more like a sort of a bear-ish thing, beast, I don't know. But probably just a very early version of what became Cyndaquil. So let's go ahead and level this guy up. And like I said, nobody seems to want to evolve. Oops. Ah, shit. Nah. Find the rare candy again, please. It's right here. Okay. At some point, it's gonna try to learn... so it looks like it has all of its moves now. And, I'll forget this. So I think that was Leer that I just forgot. And then I think that's tackle or scratch. Okay, so this thing definitely did not evolve. But let's do this again and not trigger the end of the demo. Also, I just realized it's 6 o'clock now, which means that the Mario Tennis demo should be going live. And as soon as I'm done with this, I'm gonna try that out for a little while, and that's probably gonna be the stream. Okay, so avoid you, go straight for gates. So now we're in the gate. Don't know what anybody's saying. Ooh, there's stairs. Oh no, they don't go anywhere. Maybe they do. They do! Oh, it's an observatory, kind of like in Gen 1. Okay. So I'm guessing they just took the exact observatory from Gen 1 and just stuck it there, just for a placeholder. Okay, so now we are somewhere else. I haven't been able to trigger the town map yet. Might be in my items. No, those are... Okay, those are TMs. What is this? Oh, this is the bike. It's really, really slow. Okay, so we found the incredibly slow bike, but what is this? That just takes me back. Looking for something that has no quantity, which doesn't seem to be anywhere. That's an options menu, that's ends down at the bottom there. That's a save menu, which we don't need. This is our Pokedex, which we will look at pretty soon here. Don't believe that works. And I'm guessing this is a proto version of Sprout Tower. Oh no, this might be Burnt Tower. Pikachu statue. Oh, looks like the NPCs from the Poke Tower in Gen 1. That's a Tentacruel statue. What's on the top floor of this? It's an Abra. Also, nobody seems to really say anything to you beyond a certain point. It's really interesting though, because you can tell that they had the skeleton for something here. Okay, we can turn now. Thank you. They had the skeleton in place. They just didn't have a game there yet. And you know what it reminds me of, actually? It's like... You know how... Have you ever just started a game in RPG Maker and then just made like a big world, but never actually programmed any kind of game into it? I feel like this is a lot like that. Oh, and also, some of this grass doesn't have any collision whatsoever programmed into it, so you just can't walk through it at all. But I think you can actually trigger the collision by walking out, walking back in, and then walking over. I don't know why that works, but it does. Sometimes. Oh, and I'm still clipping through things. Yeah, that's definitely not working, so... A lot of NPCs just have nothing programmed yet. They're just there just for building the world, and that's it. So let's see where this gate takes me. Appears to be another city. Can't read that sign. Oh yeah, we have no collision at all. This looks to be like a radio tower. Maybe this is goldenrod? Oh yeah, we have rocket grunts all over the place. They also had no sound effects really programmed in. Yep, this is the radio tower. Interesting. Oh, there's Giovanni. Okay. So I don't think I've figured out how to cut back through to the right of the world. Because what I've basically done is I've started at the starting town, which I'm just gonna call it Silent Hills. I've started at Silent Hills, and I've gone to the left and gotten up here, or I've gone to the right and gotten to some different areas. But I haven't really... Ooh, this looks like a dock. That leads to nowhere. Okay. Alright, so I made it out here. This looks kind of spooky. This could very well be like Proto-Ilex Forest. We have some fences and some tree sprites that we never saw. Of course, none of this stuff works. I'm just gonna keep going until I find grass that works. Okay, League is gym, from what I've gathered. Actually, let's check out one of these buildings, because so far, each one looks like a school on the bottom floor, and then you go to the upper floor, and there's an actual gym. But it looks like they didn't program any sprites for gym leaders yet. Oh, and I'm stuck here, okay. And oddly enough, there's a staircase trigger and a random tile. What is this? Oh, that might be the Slowpoke well. Oh, we have cacti. Oh, I see. So this looks like a desert town. Interesting. Another gate right there. Path going out to this section. I see. So it looks like we had possibly a desert type of region, which we didn't see until, I think, Gen 3. Can I find anything here? Nope. Okay, before I go any further that way, I'm gonna go north because I saw there was a gate. Oh yeah, let's check out a Pokemon Center real quick. Oh, nobody in this one. So some of these Pokemon Centers just have no Nurse Joy whatsoever. And the only Nurse Joy that I could get to talk to me was the one in the very first town. Yeah, they obviously hadn't programmed very much of this side of the world yet. What's down here? Nothing. What's up here? We have a maze of trees. Maybe this was Ilex Forest? Okay, where am I now? Just a random house. Oh, what is... Oh, hey, check this out. Looks like we found the ruins. There's no way to get in unless there's a different spot to get in. Can I talk to anybody in this Pokemon Center? There's a Nurse Joy, but She says nothing. That guy says nothing. Continue going north. Oh, there's nothing up here. This could very well be a proto... what is it, Olivine City? The port area? This is actually the first time I've seen anything substantial in water, so... that leads to a gate. Alright, let's go through the gate. Where am I now? We have barrels? Oh, I see. Oh. Does this lead anywhere? Nope. Nothing programmed for that yet. And it looks like most of the houses are just copied and pasted in varying different degrees. And I'm guessing, too, that it was really easy for them to just build a world very quickly because they'd already finished a world with the original Pokemon game, so they could just throw it all together real quick. What is this way? Oh, now we're going out into some water. But yeah, if you were hoping for some more substance in this, you'd probably be disappointed because there's no game here, it's just a skeleton. But it's intriguing in its own right. Okay, and we're back here now. So now I will go this way. I did notice that in the map there was a region to the upper left that was kind of an island, coast, archipelago-ish type of deal, so... oh, now we're hitting some graphical erroring, okay. So I'm just gonna go right until I hit some things that aren't trees. Okay, there's nothing here that I can really interact with. Keep going that way. Nope, can't do that. I have to go down. Let's see where this takes me. Ooh, I can go into this grass. And what do we fight? A Hoppip. And I can actually beat it. Nice. Okay. So this just takes me to a new route. Anything here? A Hoot Hoot. What is this with 10 PP? Oh, it's rest. Oops. Oh, why I just tried it again. Oops. Fine, run. Okay, where are we now? Some area with a bridge and another gate? Oh, that just takes me straight out to the water. Oh, I think I might be going toward the Whirl Islands. Which don't seem to exist yet. Oh, and there's another island area out here. Can I go in here? Nope. No caves. Oh, there's nothing going on here. Wow, it looks fucked up in here. It's, looks like they just hid tiling from gyms in this place. Or just tiles in general. Yeah, this looks normal. One little interesting quirk that I'm seeing here, too, is that all the doors and some of the architecture for each town varies quite a bit. And I don't remember it being quite like that in Gold and Silver. I do remember there being some areas that had more Japanese-influenced buildings and doors and all that. But beyond that, I think most of the buildings looked pretty much the same. Save for, of course, like the radio tower, which had its own vibe entirely. But that might have been some of the stuff that Iwata came in and compressed down and just hacked away at. This looks like the tiny gym. Oh, it's this place. Okay. So, the little black belt area already existed. Whoa. Where are you taking me? So that automatically shuffles me to the right. I don't know why, but it does. More Hoot Hoot with freckles. That's right, I'm asleep. This actually looks a lot like the path that goes from Vulpix. Oh yeah. The last time, I hope this doesn't happen, but the last time I encountered a Vulpix in this, my game just reset for whatever reason. But that didn't happen, thankfully. But yeah, this looks like the mountain path from Pewter to Mountain Moon. Oh, it's one of those things! It's like a proto-Snorunt. Which I believe didn't show up until Gen 4? Gen 3? I can't remember. But I think I can just cook this guy. Yep, it's still an ice type. Looks like it used like an early version of Safeguard. Should I... Ooh, I should catch this guy. Except I just killed it. Let's see if I can find another one. Yep. They appear to be all over. Oh no! Not powder snow! I'll do you one better. Powdered fire. Okay. So... luckily I know what my Pokeballs are. It's these guys. What is this? Is this a... Okay, I can't use that guy. Yay, I caught it! Cool. Let's go ahead and heal him. No, So I'll heal my guy too. This might come in handy if I run into a bunch of bird Pokemon, which I seem to be doing quite a bit in this. Okay. Moving on. Guessing we just run into the same thing over and over and over here. Nope, Vulpix. Let's go ahead and run away from the... Oh, nope. Not happening. Not yet. We can get away. I believe in you, Firestarter. This is a long path. Oh, Pokemon Center. With a non-functioning nurse. Another gate. What is this way? A house in the middle of the water? Yep. So there's this... It seems like they put a random NPC in the same house, and they've just littered them all over this area. So, a lot of placeholding going on. Got some whirlpools that don't do anything. Okay, they didn't really program much for this side. Looking a little snowy over here, actually. What is this way? Got some Whirly-Dods over here. Oh, I think I know where I am. So I'm pretty certain this is Victory Road. I can't enter it, sadly, so there is no Victory Road that exists. I have a person that looks just like me right here. Okay, so that means we have to go down quite a bit. So we have another jewel of a town that we gotta go check out. Okay, I've seen this before. Means that I'm not too far off. Okay. Let me try to get my bearings here. This is... Yeah, we're getting very close to Kanto. But it's not the Kanto that you remember. Wait a minute, hold on. Let's see if this triggers more stuff. Yep. Yep, here's Kanto. So Kanto is just a town. It's nothing more special than that, it's just a town. That's it. Just one giant town, which I'm very glad they didn't do. So this is supposed to be like the Saffron section of the town. You have like the Vermilion area. The gym here. Maybe that's like the Viridian City section. What is this? Yep, it's another one of these places. Okay. So. Oh, yep, I see it here. Okay. So, yep, Kanto. 99999 means we can't pass. But we can go over there. think we can... Nope, these don't have collision. But if you get a little bit further, get back to this area, then I think we should be able to... Nope, not yet. We go back in, so we're back where we started now. What? So maybe now we can trigger... Yep, now we can trigger the battles. Just a hoot hoot. Let's pull out the ice guy. Give him a little bit of action. Now look at that back sprite. You know what? I kind of wish that this one ended up in the final game. I think I'm confused. Oh no, I'm asleep. I used hypnosis. Okay. Oh, that's safeguard. Okay. And then maybe this is powder snow? Nope, that's fury swipes. So there's powder snow. God, this is so cool. Okay, so we've seen pretty much most of the area, like the geographical area of the game. So let's look at the Pokedex just a little bit. And this shouldn't take too long. So we have our Chikorita. A really, really strange Bayleaf. And then Meganium. There's our Fire Starter in its second form. And the final form. You can actually see more of the Cyndaquil line from these two. Oh, no. From these two guys. So you can actually see some Typhlosion in this guy. And some Quilava in him. So I can see where they got the inspiration for the Cyndaquil line from that. Then you have these guys, which... God, this looks like a baby Lapras, doesn't it? A lot of people are thinking that this line informed the Poplio line. And I think it did a lot of that, but I think this guy in particular looks like Samurott. And obviously Hoot Hoot, and then... Oh god! So, Beta Noctowl. Hoot Hoot. And I'm not sure what that character is. I'm gonna look up this Japanese character real quick. Because I'm curious. So... look up a kanji. Maybe I'll do it this way. Okay, I found a list here. Let me see if I can find this character. No, it's not that, it's not, it's... has some little squigs. I mean, this is how the whole language looks to me, anyway. This may not even be kanji. Because I'm not seeing in kanji. Let's move to Hiragana. Yeah, I'm not seeing it here either. Although I haven't really looked too much here. Yeah, I can't figure out what this thing's called. I have to look it up. I won't do that now, though. Back to the game. Then you have Mareep, Fluffy, and then Ampharos, looking pretty much the same as he ended up looking in the final game. Baby Vulpix, Baby Tangela, and what looks to be an early Tangrowth, which I actually like a lot better than the Tangrowth that we got. This thing, which has a dark side on the back, so it's obviously like an angel and devil type of thing. We have Quillfish. Doesn't look like it changed that much. And then we have the evolution of Quillfish, which looks like it became Wishcash. But they may have also taken the concept and turned it into the Lantern evolution line. Pichu, looking ugly as hell. Cleffa, also looking terrifying. Igglybuff, looking close. Quagsire without a Wooper. Nadu. Xatu. Possibly a baby Goldeen? Meryl. Some kind of fish. Shark with an anchor attached to it, which more than likely became Sharpedo in the next generation. Thing, which probably became Huntail. Crobat. Baby Paris, Overkill. Spinarak. Ariados. Skarmory. Ugh! We'll just call it number 188. Supposedly a Ditto evolution. Ugh! Then we have baby, probably baby Dodrio, with 3 heads again. Sunflora, with no Sunkern. Phanpy. Donphan, with the same exact sprite that it used in the final games. So, I believe that was also one of the earliest ones designed. Ugh. Probably Misdreavus, but not quite developed yet. Girafarig with another head, which makes the name make more sense. Smeargle. Baby Meowth, a very, very sad omission. Probably Skitty. And probably Delcatty. Ooh, Politoed. Or what became Politoed. Slowking. Unknown. We have Ladybah. Derp. Possibly Baby Ponyta. Obviously Espeon. Umbreon. And one of my favorites here, it's the tail from Slowbro, or the head from Slowking, turned into its own Pokemon, which is something that I think we all expected to happen, but it just didn't happen. No split evolution for Shelter or anything. Baby Grimer, looking very Ditto. And then Remoraid looking like a fucking revolver. And then Octillery looking like a tank, which makes that evolutionary line look a little more... It makes it make a little bit more sense. People think this might be Spinda, but I think it's actually Tyrogue. Because this is an early Hitmontop. So, it may have been its own line, completely separate from the Hitmons, but they just decided to shoehorn it in somehow. baby Growlithe. It's a puppy. And you have Hoppip. And then you have Skiploom, Jumpluff, all looking very feline. Mime Jr. looking like an egg. Smoochum, Elekid, Magby, Bellossom, a split evolution of Weepinbell, which did not need to happen. Miltank. It's interesting with the Weepinbell thing, though. They might have just figured, well, we have a split evolution for Gloom, so why not give one to Weepinbell too? So, interesting omission right here. It looks like they just took this concept and turned it into Poplio, or helped it, or maybe this sort of helped inform that line sometime later on too. Delibird. Probably Dedenne. And this one too, this is probably... So my theory on this is that this is based on their concept for Gorochu, and they just turned it into a more tiger-looking thing, and then they gave it a pre-evolution. Also, one of the more baffling omissions is an evolution of Farfetch'd. It should have happened, I think. And then you have Voodoo Doll with a pin sticking into its heart. Then this guy. Murkrow with a witch hat. Blissey. You have Scizor looking very Scyther, which I think is interesting. I'm glad they went with the Scizor that they ended up using with the red scheme, because it just kind of has its own vibe altogether, and honestly, Scyther is still useful in its own right too, so it's not like a full evolution anyway, but interesting nonetheless. Then, evolution of Pinsir, which they obviously turned into Heracross. Houndour. Houndoom. Obviously became Snorunt. And this would have been fucking cool. But they probably took this idea and then made the Abomasnow line. Porygon 2, ladies and gentlemen. Licky Licky looking very Slowbro-ish. Steelix. Kingdra with arms. Raikou Proto. We got Proto Entei. Proto Suicune. Probably became Mienshao. Either became Mienshao or it became Zeraora. Now that I think about it. Oops, going the wrong way. Ho-Oh. Or Huo. Togepi. Snubbull. Apalm. And Celebi. And this one's actually really interesting to me. Because it looks like three things fused into one thing. It looks like Celebi fused into Shaman fused into Leafeon, so they may have taken this one concept and split it into three different Pokemon. So, that's really cool. Because it has sort of the wingy ears. So I'm guessing they might have had Shaman more in mind when they were designing this, but then just kept it for something later. So, that's the Pokedex. So, what do you say, now that we've made it this far, let's get our cheats menu going. And I know the Game Shark code, let's call catch Pokemon type Game Shark codes 01. I'm just going to type in a random code from the middle of the decks. Let's do D5. D7CD. That's your hex code. So hopefully that works. Yep, it's a Meowth. Okay, let's try another one. We'll try a few of these. I'm not going to spend too much time because I'd actually like to get over to the Mario Tennis demo pretty quick here. So let's cheats. Oops, nope. What did I do? What did I just do? Oh, I just killed the game somehow. Okay, turn it back on. Well, that's a bummer. Cheats, list cheats, add. I have to do a new one now. That sucks. Catch Pokemon. Well, if we're gonna go this way, then we might as well go the... Actually, I'm gonna hold off on this for just a sec. Because I know this next one that I do could crash the game. Okay. See what we have on our PC. Dratini. Persian. Nidorino. And then what is my starter? It's the fire one again. Okay, so this could really, really screw this game up. But this is what I'm gonna do. I can do my cheat here, let's see. So 0, 1, and if you know anything about hex code, FF. Go ahead and do this. See if this actually works. So it didn't work. Let's go ahead and run away from this guy. Cheats. Okay, the cheat is still there. Cheats. Enable cheats. Oh no, yep, there it is. There's our missing no. Yep, all 9 something something 9 of him. And that crashed the game. Alright, fire it back up. Go open recent, open this guy. Tools, cheats, list cheats. Go ahead and add. We'll do something a little bit more reasonable. So run F E D7C. Is that what it was? Hold on, just one sec. Yep, that's what I thought. Okay. Let's see what this one does. Oh, it doesn't even want to load. That's cool. Okay, so that must mean something, so let's get into the actual game and then enable that cheat and see what monstrosity it wants me to fight. Okay, now enable. Oh, totally just froze out. Very cool. So let's go ahead and disable cheats. Let's go ahead and reset. Oops, that was kind of weird. Okay, I'm going to try one more thing here, and then I think I'm just going to call this good, because I think we've pretty much seen everything there is to see here without me completely tearing this thing apart, which I do not know how to do. I'll leave that for somebody much more qualified. But let me add another one. Let's see, 01 FD D7CD. Let's see what that code gets me. Okay, and enable cheats. As a matter of fact, let me check something real quick. I'm gonna check the number to hexadecimal and see, let's see. Okay. 252 FC. Okay, so number 255, which is the highest you can actually go with the way these games are programmed, was that missing no that I encountered. 254 has nothing, and so it freaked out on me. Okay. So FD and FC should give us something interesting. Egg. It's an egg. Oh, and it froze the game. Nope, not quite. Just had a long cry. Oh, it's connecting to the internet. It's the egg of wisdom. This egg bestows upon us 38.3 Ks of internet service. Well, it's actually more interesting than I thought. Oh, it actually let me in the battle! That was its whole cry. Okay, so I can fight the egg. It's a Pokemon, like it's programmed to be a Pokemon. fighting another one. And then I'll try FC after this. Oh, there's... Oh, weird. So it's a different configuration now. That is so crazy. Nothing? Oh, it's just... Oh, it's a low frequency. I get it. Uh-huh. Okay. I see. You know, tell me more. Okay. I think I'm ready to try something else now. Okay, let's reset this. Let me go back to the cheat list. So that was FD. Oops, god damn. Open recents, this guy. Let's go to the cheats, list cheats. So 01 FC D7CD. So this is for, oops, that was the description. This is for the code. There we go. So this is for slot 252 in the Pokedex, which should be also a missing no. But not nearly as frightening of a missing no as the one that we fought. This one should actually be a Pokemon. Whereas the one that I fought before was just a slot that was unused by anything. So let's go ahead and turn on this cheat. See what we find. Yep. Just a full-on missing no. With a long name. I wonder if I could just throw a Pokeball right at it and just catch it. See what happens. Missing No, the sequel. Oh no. Weird. Let's try this. Nope. I gotta hurt it with something. Looks like it has no moves. I think it's just struggling. No, I caught it. Oh my god! Well, we found the Poke-God of Pokemon Gold and Silver. Okay, let's see what frightening things go on here. It's a Bulbasaur. Oh, I see what it did. So, because I caught number 252, it just went ahead and reset to number 1, so I just caught a Bulbasaur. That's kind of cool. And I'm gonna fight another one. I don't know what attack it's using, but it's hurting himself too. Or I don't think we can actually qualify this as having a gender. Okay, well, I know what that does now. Now let's go ahead and do the interesting thing and look at what is sitting in the PC right now, because I know that that cheat also affects the PC Pokemon. I guess not. Well, it did before. There's a Zapdos. And a Coughing, okay. Well, I think that's gonna be it for this. So, that was fun. Got to explore the entire map for once. That was really cool. Checked out some Missing Nose. We fought an egg, which cried forever, as babies do tend to do. But yeah,